I'm slightly disappointed in my record so far, man. Welcome to another episode of The Forecast. At your service, it's Leo, and thank you once more to Odin, Antianara, and Brigida for joining last week's episode. We tried to call it straight for week 3, pero parang mas marami pa yatang naitama yung mga special guests ko, because looking back at it and checking in, I only got 6 out of 10 right. 6 out of 10, so I believe that's much lower than the 6 out of 9 that we've gotten on average from week 1 and 2. So here, week 4, round 2 of the regular season matches. It's literally the same schedule, pero baliktad lang, home and away, away and home. Let's see how we can do this, alright? Real quick before we get started, if you're liking what we do here and you're enjoying the kind of content that I put out, like and subscribe right here on YouTube and follow me on social media at LeoCastPH everywhere. You know the drill. Let's get to it. First match for week 4 is the MPL S11 Grand Finals rematch, but this time around it's Echo in home and Blacklist away. I think it's safe to say, I think Echo pa rin. Weirdly enough, right? Because based on what happened last weekend and the past couple of weeks of Season 12, I think it's confirmed now that Blacklist, mechanically, pound for pound, individually, I think they might be better. They might be the best per role as is. But when you talk about synergy, when you talk about connection, when you talk about just macro and all that put together, there's a reason why Echo is sitting at a 7-0 record. That's why I think it's Echo here. Calling Echo first match. Second match, Onyx RSG. All right. Onyx is the most entertaining team in MPL Philippines Season 12 right now, bar none. Ryzen and Nets almost single-handedly put banter and putting on a show on their back. It's on a whole nother level. Yung ginagawa ng Onyx ngayon. So I'm so happy that they have this new identity, this new attitude, and it's such a breath of fresh air. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako. Their gameplay, I'm loving that their gameplay actually follows through. Kasi hindi ka mag-aangas ng ganun kung hindi ka malakas. And Onyx right now is on a win streak. And based on what happened with RSG last weekend as well, there's a chance that maybe this is as close as it gets. This is going to be a slobber knocker. This might actually be a la Echo RSG week 2. So with that said, I'm going to have to draw the line in the sand here and put my money where my mouth is. Man. I think Onyx. I'm going to say Onyx here because I want to see what else they'll do next. Anong klaseng trash talk ulit ang lalabas and what kind of like banter will they do, right? Like who's going to flex next? Last match for day 1 of week 4 here. AP Bren versus TNC. Now here's a spicy one. Will TNC's shuffle up, will TNC's mix up that they promised come to fruition? Or will AP Bren continue their losing streak? Because they lost all their matches in week 3. All 3 series, nothing went AP Bren's way post-patch. Eto na kaya yun. Can they get one over TNC? And will this be their road to redemption? You know what? I think I'll just... It's easier to say AP Bren here. And I'm not gonna risk it. Medyo hirap ng record natin on the forecast as it is. So I'll say AP Bren. Day 2 for week 4. We start with Smart Omega versus Minana Evos. I think Smart Omega. And they're gonna stop messing around. They're gonna stop putting Kelra in the jungle and playing around with that. They're gonna perfect Kelra gold lane and Doryu jungle and then go that way. I think if ever mag-experiment ulit sila, it's once they've secured playoffs, which we're so close to, by the way. After week 4, 2 weeks na lang. So this is a much, much faster, more condensed calendar we have. Week 4, day 2, I'm going to call it Smart Omega. Second match is Blacklist versus RSG. I hate to give Blacklist here a losing streak, but I feel like magigising yung RSG after that match in day 1. So I'm going to give this one to RSG. I think. If they're aggressive enough, I hope they are. Is because I think that's what Blacklist hasn't faced yet. I mean... Blacklist faced off against Bren. Blacklist faced off against TNC. And TNC has that thing wherein their early game is amazing. Pero iba kasi yung early game and aggression ng RSG. Death ball yan eh. Fundamentals yan eh. You take the best of both worlds. There's very little that can go wrong if you get everything right on that checklist from Coach Panda. So I'm gonna say RSG here, maybe. Take it to game 3 if you have to, but I think RSG is gonna win. And the final match for day 2 here, it's Onic versus Echo. Okay, man, Onic can do it if they play with momentum, if they just stomp. If there has to be some level of cheese involved. There has to be some level of cheese involved, but I think Echo's gonna take this. Regardless. So baka dito, humanap na sina Coach Bluff, sina Coach Jeff, Coach Bam, Coach Wala ng more stable approach to the roster. Of course, you can't change Nets, you can't change Ryzen, but all the other spots, then they'll play around with that, shuffle around. But this might be that series that says, you know what, we have to stick to this. This is what works. Gotta secure playoffs. That's this match. I'm still gonna give this to Echo. Let's go to day 3. Day 3, we're opening up with AP Bren RSG. This one has a potential to be a slobber knocker again, an all-time great matchup, at least in season 12. This is where RSG won the first time around. So here this time, I feel like AP Bren should get shocked into a win. But okay, that's not my call yet. Wait lang. Don't put words in my mouth. I think we'll see history repeat itself. You know what? I'm gonna flip the script on myself. RSG to. I think RSG is gonna take this. There you go. I have to be realistic here. RSG. All right, let's go to match 2. Match 2, day 3. Minana Evos versus TNC. This is a hard match to watch. All right, I have to just say, based on their scores, based on their previous week's performance, I don't know what kind of shuffling Minana Evos is planning. I don't know if they're very public about that. If papasok nga ba si Spider Miles, or get the younger dudes, the archives, the next play Tiger Cubs into that rotation. They're gonna figure something out. And again, napag-usapan natin what TNC is going through, what they're willing to do. The last time this happened, TNC swept Minana Evos. For the sake of one of these teams, I hope it's a sweep too. Para lang din mas tight at least when it comes down to that 7-8 spot, right? Again, this is all just rhetoric. It's still up to these teams to play, pero okay, I think Minana Evos is gonna get this. That's it. I'll just call Minana. Do it. And last but not least, for week 4, Blacklist International versus Omega. This was something else, man. The first time this happened, week 1, ito yung walang bawi yung Omega. This is where, again, Blacklist, the ages had the last laugh. And this time around, now that Omega's learned a few lessons along the way, and Blacklist has performed out of their minds, which means they have a bigger target on their back, bigger than ever in season 12. Yeah. I think Omega's gonna get the revenge, but not here. I still think this is Blacklist. So, walang bawi. In my forecast, walang bawi ang Barangay in the regular season. Put a pin on that. I'm saying Blacklist International. To close off week 4, day 3, all right? Those are the 9 matches, and those are my 9 calls for the winners. You know what to do. Just play it out here, quick summary. Thanks again to my editor, Ray Ash, week in, week out, doing the work, helping us churn out amazing content like this. I will see you guys in the studio this coming weekend, and holler at me. Once again, social media at LeoCastPH. If you want to check out Ray Ash's hilarious, amazingly written, well-paced We Bear Bros, meme-ish, MPLPH content at Ray Ash G. You know what it is. He streams more often than I do. And if you're looking for something to watch, that's how you get to it. I will be calling it here. Babalikan lang natin. If my average goes up, I gotta really make up for that 6 out of 10. Oh, I'm so frustrated. Peace out. Ugh. Obviously, I didn't really walk away. I'm in my office and I have a remote. I'm the only one left here, so you know that I really care and I love you guys. So I really want to get this forecast out as soon as possible. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you this weekend, all right? Love you!